Charlie, congratulations, you just signed a new deal. How are you feeling about it?
Yeah, obviously very happy. It's been waiting a while, obviously we've been off quite a bit now, but even towards the end of the season I knew a contract was coming, I just didn't know what it was, so yeah, just happy to get it done.
It's been a difficult couple of years for you, hasn't it, with injuries and coming back fit and then suffering setbacks. How have you managed to sort of keep yourself going, and do you feel that's behind you now?
Yeah, hopefully. Obviously the main one, which not many people really know what it actually was, because I'd never heard of it in my life before it happened. But yeah, I just think the lads around you really, because the past 2 years we've had good groups. Obviously I've got a lot of mates that I've come up through the academy with, so yeah, I just think being in and around them every day helps the most, and you're just always aiming to get back really.
And you finished the season in the squad, which was a positive for you. I suppose you were disappointed the season ended because you were back and getting back in shape, and then you've had to have a wait to get back in action.
Yeah, well, obviously I'd come back from loan from when I was injured, and then got myself sort of back in the squad, coming on regularly, and then did my hamstring, and then come back again, got back in the squad in the season. And so, to be honest, the last 2 years have just been stop-start for me. So yeah, just look, hopefully next year I don't have any of that and I can just play as many games as I can.
And through no fault of your own, that you haven't really had a sustained opportunity to show exactly what you can do, but of course the manager and his coaching staff know all about what you can do. They've known you for a long time, and they've still got a lot of faith in you, demonstrated by the fact that they are keen for you to stay. That must mean a lot to you.
Yeah, well, Lee and Ryan have been my coaches since probably about 8, so obviously they know everything we can do. I've had them at under 18s, under 23s, and both the coaches, manager, always say about, obviously they've seen what I can do, and it's just about getting it out there. So hopefully I can repay them there and show them next season.
And what conversations have you had about this contract, but also about what they're looking from you to produce next season?
Just to play as many games as I can really, and we spoke about positions. Obviously I can play a lot of different positions on the pitch where he sees me playing. It's not just one position, so hopefully that gives me more chance to get in the team as well.
So you're happy with that? You don't want to sort of pigeonhole yourself in one position. You're happy with the versatility that you've got?
Yeah, obviously I played all my life in midfield until I turned 18, until I turned pro, and then left back just come out of nowhere. But I feel like I can do both. I think I'm probably more comfortable at left back now, just because I've not really had the games there recently. But I think once you get a few games there, it all comes back to you, don't it? You don't lose it.
And I know games are what you want, and consistency and being free from injury, but are there any other targets you've got in terms of next season? And you want to produce and score goals, I'm sure, because whatever position you play, that's something that you've got in your locker.
Yeah, I scored quite a lot of goals. You wouldn't believe it really, but up until 18. So I think just numbers, goals and assists, because I've probably played about, not started, but 40 games, and I think I've only got 1 assist, and that was in my league debut. So it's been a while, so hopefully I can put a bit more numbers into the team.
Obviously you've been part of the first team squad for a long time. We've touched on the fact that you've been so unlucky with injuries, but you've had a couple of seasons now where the team's gone really close. Obviously Wembley the season before, and then just dropping out of the playoffs towards the end of last season. What's that been like to be part of? I'm sure it's been frustrating, but what does it tell you about the squad and what it might be capable of in the future?
Yeah, it was obviously unbelievable. I know I wasn't so much part of it, but like the night at Doncaster, no matter if you were playing injured or whatever, everyone felt like they were on top of the world. So seeing what the lads have done, and obviously from the first year seeing a lot of lads leaving, and then people coming in and still doing well again up until a certain point, it just shows that no matter how many people leave or who come in, we can do it again, because we've got quite a strong foundation there really.
Yeah, that belief's still there, and you can still see the quality, can you?
Yeah, obviously there's still a lot of people left, quite a few main players, so we'll have to see who comes in, and hopefully they add a little bit more.
And we just had a little chat before, and you said that you've not really stopped in terms of training. Some other of your teammates are getting some rest, but you're wanting to pick things up still, even at this stage in June.
Yeah, I feel like obviously when I had an operation on both legs, I feel like it changed my body quite a bit. At first I felt like I was in another person's body really, but I feel like that's starting to come back now, and I just thought I've been injured quite a bit. I don't need the time off. I've already had plenty of time off, so I thought just to get stronger, get fitter, and try and get myself back to what I was, body-wise, before I actually had the operation.
And in that sense, it must be quite exciting for you to, fingers crossed, just feel like yourself again, feel like you can go out and prove yourself right, the manager right, and represent the club in the way that you've always wanted to.
Yeah, and I think pre-season's big for me for that. I think I need to, if I get, hopefully, I get through pre-season, and hopefully it helps me a lot to get fitter and feel like myself again, really, and just be able to go out there and not worry about being injured or running here because you're going to be unfit or tired, just to go out and play like I did, obviously, when I was a first year pro.